Let me just make sure I'm
Just take
live.
first. Ready when you are.
Okay. Go. Hello and welcome to Bronze Chat. For this week, we have Negative for our guest today. How are you doing, sir?
Wait, well, oh shit. Oh yeah. Hello. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. How about you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing
This
good.
fine evening.
Okay. How are my friendly little co-hosts doing, Mr. Magician and Mr. Shadow?
I always
Not too
say
bad.
friendly, but we're both doing great. All right.
Today on the block, we are reviewing the game that just happened.
Hello?
Yes.
You
Well,
cut out.
okay. Well, we're reviewing They Them, by the way, versus Name Lost.
They slashed them.
And we're also going over SFC versus New York's Excelsior because we did that like right
We did.
before.
Yeah.
So we'll start with that.
Mhm.
All right. First of all, I just want to say, the results of the match, I don't think that was something about anyone was really expecting. Like,
Yeah.
I remember when we were talking about, it, we were like, uh, it'll be a close series nonetheless. It's hard to decide the winner, but then New York come out and 3-0. Although I will say the maps were definitely very close.
I agree.
I will like to note throughout the series, I was commentating for most of it, but during the end there was technical issues, so I had to come in
Yeah,
midstream.
this is
And
actually your
dominate.
stream that I have pulled up right now, and you can see like later on there's actual gameplay. But yeah,
W.
Any notes we would like to bring away from the match?
I mean, that's obviously the main takeaway one could say. One thing I would like to note is on Icon here, while this double shield comp from New York was definitely like very good on second point, I just think overall playing Rush is just better because of how much better it worked on first point. At least that was something that I noticed.
It makes sense because like with the double shield, you just get rushed on. But like rush, we rush. It's just like really up to. It's just like the team skill. It's just the rush
I
tool.
will say, I think that just the general feel of the DPS lane wasn't as big as everyone made it out to be. Honestly, like yeah, they're still a threat, but it wasn't as like hard dominant as they made it out to be.
I guess that's true to an extent, but I think another important thing to note there is New York's DPS line is also very good, and I'd say in terms of like flexibility, they're probably better, but in terms of like raw skill, I'd definitely say SFC's is better.
I will say that my prediction about Tank and it being kind of messy was kind of right, kind of wrong. They definitely stuck to their guns for both of them. Both played what they were best at. Sexel playing the double shield currently, but they also like to swap onto a Ryan occasionally. And the SFC playing what they love to do best, rush with the Sim and the McCree, and sometimes certain other characters.
I think that reminds me of another thing I want to bring up is you're talking about the tank line. I think on Busan, the tank line definitely like favored New York, not because like Magician or Javish are bad or anything. It's just like with SFC, you when they play the rush, they want to put Hyper in. When they play like the ball dive or whatever, they want to put Javish in. And with a map like Busan, that's something in New York can like kind of
Wiggle
take
around.
advantage of because like the dive is better on Sanctuary, but the rush is better on Mecha Base.
Would be beneficial if one or the other could like teach some stuff for the other tank to learn, like Hyper maybe picking up a few tips on some dive characters, or Javish getting down Ryan gameplay,
Yeah.
so that they can just flex over. I will say the healer lines were excellent during this match, both playing extremely well. Like, the Arcane coming in very quickly and playing excellently on the BAP here. Like, actually keeping the team up. Great MR placements and timing was pretty nice.
Yeah, I think everybody in this match actually played very well. I wouldn't say there was any like player one could note that played bad. I think everybody had a good moment to shine. Everybody had a key play here and there. Yeah, which is why like I'm still very surprised this match was a 3-0 because the maps are still very close. I could see SFC winning, especially Icon, because like uh, until New York made that super big overtime final push, I was expecting SFC to kind of
3-1.
win that.
I think
Like,
for me,
yeah,
from
no,
an
this map
SFC
could have
perspective,
definitely gone the other way. Oh, sorry, Magician, you
no,
go.
go ahead. I think for me, at least from like an SSC perspective, it kind of showed like like especially in like the Rushmere, it showed like the difference in the comps between the Sim and the Mei, and how it really like emphasized how like Mei is like absolutely a must-have in Rush. That was like a major difference.
The
Name
mini
you got
is
anything to say?
quite
Yeah, he does.
broken. I believe honestly that I feel like something that I feel like SFC the bit like a big problem were that their supports are getting picked off a little early, and like from my perspective, I'm not sure why, but I feel like the rotations are a little slower than like they should have been. If you guys understand what I mean, I feel like if the rotations would have been a little bit faster, like they could have survived a little bit more.
It was also a bit of a struggle because this is the first time Arcane played with
Yeah.
the team.
Hmm. But yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Should
that
we possibly go to maybe another map after this?
we. I mean, I guess we can go over the gameplay part. That's just not as good for it, but yeah, we can. I think this is kind of something I just thought of. I think this was Mass's first time playing in an official match.
Oh wow.
I'd say he did pretty well.
Ain't no way.
Yeah. Mission getting a big bomb here. Congrats, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Anybody else got anything to say about this match?
Not really.
It was fun.
But yeah, my May.
Yeah.
To watch the worst May ever. Kek.
Nah, that's Magician. All right.
Yeah.
Uncalled
Now,
for. True, but uncalled for.
now we go into name lost they them. This was scrappy
Honest?
for name lost.
Yeah. It was a lot. It was a different feel than what we've been used to from Namos. Kind of getting nothing down. Um, keeping something down, keeping it steady, altering it altering it somewhat if they need to. Just keeping something down and just rolling with it. But now here they were trying so many things. Like at first, since the Masters rule was, still trying to be enforced, they ran Monkey on Tankin and on the DPS, which didn't work out too well for them.
Yeah,
They did get a few percentage, but not the greatest.
I think they got percentage because of overtime buff or something. Like, you can
Yeah.
even see in the beginning their comp just looks so weird. You got the Diva Hog, the double hit scan, the Bap Brig. Like, that's just
Yeah.
weird.
Keep saying that inclines in this league is always going to be whack just for the fact that they're either all masters or just really just inexperienced or not a lot of synergy, something like that. If you can get down either synergy and semi-decent tanks, you're gonna do a really great. And I believe that a main reason why they/them won was their new pickup from on the tank. I'm kind of blanking on his name right now,
Just
but
call him Enzo. That's what Kilo told me to call
Okay.
him.
Enzo did great things this match. He played well on the Sig here, on Sig, and he did a good job holding down the fort on Monkey here. But I think that was like a big reason why they won this match. Enzo just had presence as a good tank that could still play with all the masters.
Yeah, I think everybody on they them did a very good job, except maybe Umbreon. He was doing a little bit of trolling, but it happens. I'm not gonna hold it against him, except I actually will, cause actually,
Hey,
yeah, I
you don't?
will. But yeah, overall, they them just looked more consistent. They looked more prepared. They looked like they knew what they were doing a lot more. And Name Lost, they were just making a lot of really weird swaps. And the only time it felt like they really had their groove, I'll go to it now, was Kings, because they could just play Rush,
Yeah.
and they had tact on his best character. Some would say only good one, but who knows? He's very good on the Rhine, and he was able to get good shatters, good picks, all that. Like when they could play the rush, they
They're
did
really good at
fine.
it.
They did really well.
Yeah.
Like
But you just
seriously.
can't.
But
Well, it's rough. It's rough with their lineup they have right now because it's clearly not like their main lineup. I think at least for like
they're
I
really missing Kanzashi right now.
yeah, I feel like losing him was really big.
Really big for New York.
A really big annoyance. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Oh,
I'm
you're
joking.
not
I'm joking.
joking. That may have been a joke, but it was very serious and true. Oh, also Rose, he popped the fuck off. Like
He did really well. I'm actually I was surprised at how well he did, considering the game was not really close.
like
He was trying his damn hardest.
in
Get him a new
scrims,
team.
I won't lie, he didn't look his best, but he was definitely getting good picks in and just playing really well and kind of just keeping his team in there a lot. But it just didn't matter because he just got diffed by a Blazed and Supra, and Monkey couldn't really follow up as much.
They looked a bit lost, for lack of a better term.
And Name
100%.
Lost looked a bit lost.
Yeah.
Like when they were getting countered, they panic swapped. There were people just like they didn't really stick to a comp like they did the previous tourney.
Yeah,
I think our Junker
if you
tournament's
look
not
at
that exciting.
Volskaya, I wanna find the comp that really stuck out to me. Here it is. Ryan, Winston, Brigzen. Ryan and Winston,
Jesus.
they need spam heals. They need a main healer. They need a BAP. They need a Ana. They need something. You can't run the Brigzen with that. And also, if you are to run that, I'd much rather see Tact on Ryan and Beach on Winston. They're more comfort picks. And they just kind of they didn't really play too orthodox either, but it at least made sense. Like the Sig kind of replacing the Ryan and DPS just doing their own thing, and they did well. Like very well. You can see the time bank right there, and I'm pretty sure they
Yeah.
also had a pretty good one for Junkertown on there. Meanwhile, Name Lost didn't even get past first. Overall, this was just really rough for Name Lost and really good for them. They finally able to get in their groove, finally able to officially win a match since Holiday Havoc.
Yeah.
Shadow, was I supposed to have your stream up this whole time?
Would be helpful.
The
If you
Discord
want to see what's
screen share?
there is no Discord screen
Yeah,
share.
there's no Discord screen share right now. I don't know if you forgot to do it.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
agree.
It's
There
alright.
we
It's
go.
fine. It's fine. It's fine.
We got it.
Happens.
Mm-hmm.
Happens sometimes.
What I did there was smarter than anything Magician has said.
Whoa.
All right. Anybody else got anything to say for this
Yeah,
match?
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, Freeze, go first. Sorry.
I would say that good point of like the Junkertown was definitely Nippy. Nippy just carried so hard on this match. He was hitting so many shots on the Widow. This first point with the May was definitely a smidge of trolling. Smidge.
I actually really like what they were doing here.
I think.
I loved the Widow here. He like this game plan from they lost didn't have many counters. They were hoping that Monkey Man or Beach could control the Widow. Honestly, that did not happen. Nippy absolutely destroyed Monkey, honestly. Just got so many hits on Monkey.
And just in general, to be honest, like also a Blaze, he was doing really well on the Sombra. They didn't really have the right answer for him. I do think they could have pulled off the spawn camp, but they just kind of looked a little. They just looked lost. Like that
DMR
was
was a
brought up
little
earlier.
Yeah, they could
late
have pulled out the
for
spawn
attack.
cam if the lamp was like already
Yeah,
cast,
just a
like
tad bit
earlier. Attack
earlier.
doesn't die.
Yeah. When I saw that, I was just I knew it was over for the spawn camp, but I didn't think they were gonna get rolled this hard. Like when you're going up against a Sigma and a Diva, you really should like, especially with Rush. Honestly, just go at them. Don't be afraid of the Widow. Like literally, just go at them. What are they gonna do? They have Sigma Diva. They really cannot stop you. That's my
They
personal
just needed to
opinion.
bunch up a little bit more. It's a
Yeah.
tad bit scary since the Sigma can just chunk away at them, but I
Mhm.
think the bat heals and just override that. Like, as soon as they get half, all you need to do is like hit nade plus burst, and now you're up like what 30, like 80 health there.
Mhm.
Set for a minute. Yeah, it was just a mess.
Yeah,
Okay.
it felt like they just kept constantly swapping, like Magician said.
Yeah. A question I have for you guys is, how far do you think they them by the way makes it into the tournament?
I think their grand finals, like even if they lose to New York, they're going to grand finals, guaranteed. And
Yeah.
What do you think, Reese?
Honestly, I agree. Maybe they have a tough match against or wins SFC versus Name Lost, perhaps. But I'm pretty sure they're going to grand finals.
Magician?
I'd agree.
Anybody think they're gonna win grand finals? Oh wait, negative.
Okay. Here's my personal opinion. I like the way they're playing right now. They're playing really well, but I think the real challenge is gonna be against New York. This like their up and coming match, and if they could like win in a somewhat dominant fashion, I have them winning everything. But I think if they lose to NY, like in a not like even if it's close against NY, I think SFC with their whole roster, like no like Jor or Duck, Juno, like everybody there, and if they have like really good coordination, have a chance at beating them. But I'm just not too sure.
Oh, that
I
reminded me
think
that I
they're
saw
guaranteed grand
SFC losers
finalists.
bracket slander, and I wanted to punch whoever said that.
I
Who?
genuinely think
Give me
SFC
names.
can really win grand finals, but it's hard because like I genuinely think the top 3 teams as of right now are like all really good and all have a chance at like being well basically first place.
Yeah.
But it just takes like it's just on whoever wants it more. Whoever wants it more wins basically.
I will say that also during the they/them and Name Lost, I was really sad that Mino couldn't make it to the match because this would have changed so many things for them. Voda could go on to the off tank role and have Beach just play some dive or some Ryan here and just gave him more flexibility. If Mino could have gotten to the match, different story, maybe a little bit more closer, possibly even gotten a little boom and gotten like a 3-2 even.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see
agree.
that. Another thing is because they didn't have Mino, they had to extend the Masters rule to get tacked on tank. And when you extend the
That's
Masters
just
rule
so
against
good.
they them, you lose.
I want to point this out. They them did not put in another Masters player and still won. I think that's something that should be noted.
Yeah.
It was definitely something that could have been noted, but there wasn't many swaps that they them had. They were running at pretty high efficiency for this match, no matter what, if even could have swapped. Like,
Yeah.
had one swap. Even then, I'm pretty sure they left like pretty soon during the match.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think that wraps it up for this.
All right. Next thing I guess we can go into is predictions for these matches.
Hmm.
All right,
All right.
let's get the obvious one out of the way. SFC versus Dob. AI malfunction,
3-1.
SFC win. The AIs, they never work for Dob. Like,
Bro, they're like the ice cream machine.
yeah, like that ice cream machine from McDonald's, they never work.
It's the guy.
Magician, since you're on SFC, you have any thoughts on this matchup?
No, not really.
Right.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now into this other match. Name Loss versus Detroit. I
That's a
do
good
think
match.
that's definitely going to be a good match. I do think that Name Loss are probably still going to win. I do think it's definitely going to be a little bit, at least somewhat close. I'm going to use a term used by Negative here. Gentleman's sweep, 3-1.
Yeah.
I
Probably.
have Dick Riders 3-2.
For once, I'm going to say that's not a bad opinion. I think it all comes down to how many Ryan duels they're gonna take. Cause Moot's the best Ryan in the league. What else can be said? He's
It's
just
my
too clean with it on the Reinhardt. Like no one can contest him. And if you disagree, you're biased. There's no way around that. So
Okay, this. Yeah, sorry.
I think for once, Name Lost are going to get the flexibility advantage going into a matchup. Kind of crazy, but that's how it is. And I think depending on how many Ryan duels they decide to take, that's going to be a key thing for the match, personally.
This is
We'll
a
see.
very hot take, but name us 3-0. And let me explain why. Everybody is like a hard doubting name loss, and I can see why. I understand why. But don't forget that this is the exact same team who literally just won the the previous tournament, but they're only missing one player. And I understand that that player is like crucial. He was very useful. But I think that Mino can like at least make it some like the old roster, and I just think it's gonna be a 3-0. I don't think it's gonna be close. I think it's just gonna be a 3-0 from Name Lost.
I'm going to add on to what I mean by like the gentleman thing. Name Loss definitely have the better DPS rotation. Well, rotation in quotation marks. And is kind of in there, but not really. It's DPS are just by for me just in a different league. Rose slash anxiety slash pizza slash whatever he goes by is probably way better than something like Toaster or Exclaim, in my opinion. He's just been playing for a long time in high lobbies and just has that experience over them. I will say, Ryan duels. I want Ryan duels. I just want Ryan duels. Give me them juicy Ryan duels, boys. Please.
Yeah, I won't lie. When you
I
take the
agree.
Ryan duels, it gets fun.
Sometimes I enjoy actually watching people throw meat at each other is Ryan duels.
What?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Alright, anybody else got anything to say?
Nope.
David?
I already said it, but I said I think it's a 3-0.
Alright.
That's all I gotta say.
That actually leads me into the next thing I was gonna say. Final predictions for everyone?
3-2, Dick Ryder.
3-1 lost.
3-0 name lost.
Hmm.
In dominant fashion.
You bet against Moots
I
versus
next
Data.
bronze chat. When
3-2
they
name
3-0,
lost.
we'll see.
Actually, I think 3-1 name lost or 3-2 name lost. All I'm saying is that hybrid map better be Kings Row, otherwise we're gonna have some issues.
Yeah.
We're gonna have some big issues.
So will the Detroit Deck Riders. It's called anxiety on their fucking bitch asses.
Alright,
That man's is a menace.
the final match and probably the most important one. They Them, by the way, versus New York's Excelsior. What we thinking?
Excelsior 3-2.
I'll let Matt go first.
Okay. I think New York 3-2.
Yeah.
I'll let you go first, Shadow.
Bro, I don't know. This is tricky.
Oh, stalling negative.
I'm gonna start.
Yeah,
because
you know
y'all
what? David, you go.
confident.
Okay, fine. Listen, if I show up and I play how I like, if I play how I play like at my best, 3-1. I think it's gonna be a 3-1 if I play how I normally play and I play fucking like, if I play out of my brains out, you know, with the ad or with the caffeine, I think it's the 3-1.
Bro,
But
with the
that being said, it could go either way because like they them have two very good players. You know, one of them doesn't do his placements. You know, just to not go over master. So, but I can't complain because we have Zeus. That guy's a menace, and he also doesn't play comp. But I think it could go either way. Personally, I think we're gonna win because it's my team. You know, it's obviously I'm never betting against like but yeah, 3-1 us if I play good.
What if you play bad?
Oh, close 0-3. What the fuck? This guy. Okay, maybe that's a little too far. If I play bad, 1-3. We lose.
Okay, so you think it's gonna be a
Yeah.
gentleman's sweep favoring either team?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I gotta be honest with you. I got no idea for this. I'm leaning
Dude,
kind
it's
of
hard.
towards New York, but I don't want to be biased. I can't just say New York because it's they them in winners bracket because it's not SFC. But I don't know. It's very tricky.
All right, so I'm gonna go because I have an explanation for my thing instead of just memes. One, I think the DPS rotation is just way deeper. I can just handle the DPS more. Nippy versus Leaf. I favor Leaf hard.
Thank you.
Like, no kizzy. Better. And then we have Maths. Oh god, Maths. He's going to wreck your shit. And then hand it back to you.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's getting detailed.
Yeah. I just have more faith in the DPS to duel their DPS and just carry on with the destruction on the healer line. Because there's definitely flaws that I saw with healer line on they slash them. I saw that there was definitely times where maybe the Zen was a little bit out in the open. Maybe the BAP could have saved his abilities, but definitely that was a thing. Now, the tank, it's different, probably. I'm because Kilo probably the best tank in the league right now. So all up to both tanks trying to control them. But uh more variability because On could come in randomly. Theo is so new. We have not much info on how he plays, how aggressive, how passive he is. We don't have a lot of information on him, so that is definitely something we should be looking out for. But have faith that whatever rotation that New York run has enough firepower to deal with that. Or this is where to talk about Mr. Zusi, my little friend back for a long time. So I'm going in depth because we are friends.
Hey
So,
yo.
anyways, he played a long time. I know he's very good. When he's not memeing, however. If he is memeing, we are just done. I don't know. But Zeus, there is a reason why he got MVP of Grand Finals. He is the nuttier butter. He can hit like 5-man antes every single fight. Gets nothing. And now that he constantly hits those, I think that it's just a better chance for New York to get this W. That's the end of my TED Talk. Thank you.
Uh, to add on to talking about Zeus, um, something I'd like to bring up is the support line because after looking at Umbreon in that match there,
Yeah.
ooh, I think New York have the better support line. I think
I would also like to say that this is
Shadow and Zeus, yeah, me and Zeus are better than Manzana and Umbreon. I think Manzana has the potential. He's probably the best of the four supports, but Umbreon's probably the worst of the four.
I would like to say that New York just had Kraken energy, which is the same effect as Intimidate in Pokemon. It just lowers attack. You don't know. You do not want to face against the team have the same energy as a Badger. It doesn't make sense, but still.
I agree.
Listen, I think I'm not too sure how hard they them were trying this game. I don't think they were trying very hard. But if they play Sigma Diva against us, I don't know, man. Like, if they actually go that comp, I will make us VOD review the whole the whole match. I will make us review the whole match to the last second, and we will I'm not gonna do that. What am I
Oh,
saying?
I'm not
I
showing up to that.
think
hey,
okay.
Yeah, Valorant.
I
I'll
think
show up for it
Kilo's
if
a
I.
really good tank, but I think Jason and Donnie, like I've played with both of them. I think they can both show up really well. And if they both show up, like if our team plays like we normally play and like we fuck, I just think we got those dubs.
Yeah. Honestly, if everyone can show up, they can do good. Honestly, if everyone shows up best of their game, honestly, I think it could be a 3-0 if everyone shows up to like their height. Like
Mhm.
Zeus during grand finals, Leave during literally any tournament, me during Los Muertos days, which I'm pretty sure no one remembers. But
Everyone here
yeah,
is not OG.
yeah.
Nope.
I
Besides you,
am an old boomer.
and the
Nope.
youngest person here at the same time.
Ain't no
Yep,
way.
the youngest boomer around this town. But if everyone can show up, play their highest, could be a 3-0. But knowing that there is also a small chance for Zeus to go ape shit. Yeah, no, it's probably going to be a tad more closer than a 3-0.
One last thing to say. I don't know about our team, but I just want to put us in the mindset of play to win, but don't get too scared. Don't tilt. Don't do any of that because we have nothing to lose really. if we lose this game, we just go to the losers bracket, and we could like VOD review. We could see what we did wrong. We could like look at our mistakes and just go back, change them, and fuck. Like we genuinely don't really have much to lose here besides our pride, but I mean, who cares about that? I just want a fun game, to be honest, and I think it's gonna be a fun game.
I think it'll be fun.
Yeah. Honestly, this match decides the entire thing.
Yeah, I agree. Probably.
If either side wins, but it's close, finals is gonna be an absolute banger of a game.
Yeah, but if it's like a dominant fucking showing from either team,
If it's a dominant
ooh.
showing from either team, this one's gonna be a banger.
Yeah, I want to watch that one. Oh,
Okay.
jeez, we gotta cast that shadow. We gotta cast that.
Maybe
what if
I'll
we're in it?
even be able to do it.
Oh
Oh.
shit! Get the 4 people caster.
Or people
All I'm gonna say is
cast.
the second the caster's booth turns to 3 people, I'm gonna stop talking.
Wait, we should do like plat chat fucking couch theme.
You see,
Plat
I like
if-
plat chat couch.
if one of the hosts
Pleasure.
wasn't the main caster, then yes. But
You're the main caster.
Damn.
Main caster, come here.
nah.
Honestly, I could probably be the one hosting with you, Mr. Leave, if you're not playing. Otherwise,
I'm
gonna
down,
go
I'm down.
alone.
I mean, he's gonna be playing if New York is playing.
Yeah, I do not think
I
I'm gonna get
got
benched.
last time, somewhat.
Hmm.
Where I got forced in because someone didn't have good internet.
Mass had to leave, Arcane had to leave, it got scuffed.
You got pretty
I
scuffed.
don't even know what happened with the servers there. They were
Okay,
They
what
were
I heard
fine
from
the other
Arcane is
two.
that he can't play with someone in Guam because it suits his ping up to like 600.
Jesus.
I don't know who was from Guam that got subbed in, but apparently that's what happened.
what?
Yeah.
Hey,
I
what?
don't know.
Anyway,
Someone
enough
on your
talk-
team is from Guam. So
Yeah,
that
yeah. But
probably
they were playing all
started
game.
getting shootout.
Enough talk about that. Let's move down. What do we actually think is going to happen
Oh.
there? Actually,
Like you
Wait, wait.
for
The whole
this,
tournament? I think?
like losers? Like what's gonna happen in losers?
who loses out of the two?
Oh,
for this,
Yeah, who
Okay.
loses out of that?
they them loses. I'm joking. Well, I do think they lose, but that's because I'm biased. Nothing against their team. I think they're really fucking good, but biased, you know. But I also don't want to underestimate our team because that's what I did against SFC.
Yeah.
Then we did pretty good. So yeah.
I am always biased against me, but everybody else is saying New York's gonna win, so New York 3-2.
New York favoritism, boys.
If I'm benched.
3 New York players in the call
Yeah.
out of 4.
Don't worry,
Okay.
that'll change soon.
Oh
Hopefully.
jeez.
Right,
Yeah.
Who is next?
So
You
it's
know? Okay. I'm safe.
so
Oh,
we have
Juno,
San
my goat.
Francisco name lost in the losers round 2.
hmm
So thoughts on that?
San Francisco, flat out.
SFC.
SFC,
Yeah.
they're in the losers bracket. They're looking a lot more organized, a lot cleaner than Name Lost, even though the scores may say otherwise. I do think they played better.
Yeah.
They just win.
time SFC lost that bad in the first round, they did not lose the next 8 maps, and they lost because of Zim accusation and broken Masters rule.
Excuses, excuses. I have no clue what happened, but I'm just saying excuses.
Basically, just ignore anything that comes out of Mag's mouth, which you should be anyways. Anyways, SFC win. I think SFC either they lose
SFC
here
they
or
down.
they go grand finals.
Hot take, very hot take. SFC go grand finals, yes sir. That's right, SFC grand finals. What we've all been waiting
You
for.
mean New York SFC grand finals?
Atlanta
I
ain't
do
better.
not give a shit.
Honestly, I kind of agree.
Change it back right now.
Change it back.
So
I want to, but otherwise Zeus is
Maybe.
gonna end his contract.
Don't care.
He will.
I'm
I
gonna be like a general viewer. that since we just saw an absolute domination from them, I think that they're definitely going to be playing very well. They do lose here, but they're going to have an absolute hot streak going back up, which isn't all that far, but still. SFC
Oh, God.
wins, the name lost, but they
100%.
lose to them. Hold on, excuse me. Sorry. Anyways, they beat SFC in the losers round of 3, and it's gonna be another New York versus them. I still think that New York still win in this. They just play so like coordinated. It's weird. I haven't seen much of it, but generally the most coordinated in the league usually play the best.
I agree.
And there is a lot of synergy. Although there are a lot of moving pieces this season, with New York picking up new players, they then kind of figuring out Masters rule and all that.
Yeah, they have to do a lot of figuring out.
Yeah.
I think one thing that really helps New York, like with their synergy, is just the fact that like most of the players, like whenever me, Donnie, Jason, and Mass are in, and like Shadow too, and basically our whole roster, like Shadow, Zeus, me, Donnie, Jason, or no, me, Matthew, Jason, Donnie, like we play comp a lot together, and like that helps us coordinate a lot. I remember before our match against SFC, like we were playing comp, and like we were just practicing our coordination, and I think we are one of the like most coordinated teams because we just we know each other as a team. Like if we're doing bad, we try to like help each other out, and like I think that really helps us.
Even if you like swap in someone because of them playing in Guam or something, and sub in me, it still works because me and Zeus have been playing in the league for like upwards of like 5-ish years.
Well.
It's absolutely nutty, but it's a fact.
Oh, it's sad.
We
No, I'm
have
joking.
synergy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
New York,
synergy.
they have heavy synergy. They also have a decent amount of that, but only with like 2/3 of their roster, like Umbreon, Ablaze, Kilo, Manzana. Supra literally only plays scrims and shit with them. That's it.
Wait, Super doesn't play with them?
I don't even see Supra play Overwatch.
Oh, gee. Damn.
Mhm.
That's interesting to know.
Yeah.
Alright, we done here?
I think we are.
Wait, what about the fucking team
I meant like with the
logo?
predictions.
Oh yeah, no, we're done. Yeah.
Yeah.
And why win
Alright.
everything? Because I'm biased.
Please
They
don't.
don't win everything. They don't win everything. No, I'm
Um,
joking.
Okay, do we want to do names or tier list first? Or,
think we
names
start-
or logo?
I think we go logo first.
Alright, logo.
Okay.
So,
Give me a second.
put that Among Us picture all the way in the bottom. That is
Yup,
literally
yup, yup, yup.
zero fucking zero actually trying to like do it.
Here is they them by the way for reference.
That's how you do it.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So dumb.
Okay,
I
so
like that.
keep this in mind. That's not their logo. All right.
Okay.
So people want this last.
Yeah, put that in last,
Yeah,
please.
yeah.
Hot
Yeah.
take.
Please.
This is worse.
I don't even know what that is, so I can't put it last.
That's the logo of the league.
Yeah, but what is the logo of the league?
Yeah, what is
An
that?
Is it just
anvil?
color?
What?
How is
That's
that
not
an
an
anvil?
anvil.
In any way?
That's like space, bro. Look at it. There's like rocks around it.
Space,
That's
and then there's
clearly
so many
space.
fingers around it.
Yeah. That's
You
clearly
guys are
space.
idiots.
The stars. What do you mean?
And a hammer coming off of each diagonal.
Looks like a lightning bolt.
Shout out to Freeze for being the only smart person here.
Shit, hold up.
Okay, put the Among Us logo at 6.
Everybody agree on that?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm sorry.
And then put the dot one right above it.
No, this is worse. I don't care. I don't care. I
Okay,
don't care.
just
I
put
don't
that-
care. I don't care.
Have 1-4.
Yes. I think it does represent the team a lot better than Actually, no, that actually is pretty good representation of the team if you think about it, because there's like 3 people of power on that team compared to the 1 on every single other one that has that. So yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, fair enough. Anyways, so next.
All right. Hot take.
Not really.
It's
Pretty bad.
New York Excelsior with an S, because I'm too lazy to think of anything else.
That terrain would have been S tier. Let's just be honest. It would have been first.
Yeah.
It was an
Nah.
anti-rain logo with rain.
Exactly. That's like perfect. It's like so bad that it's good.
Honestly,
Oh,
all these logos are in the set.
Shit.
They're either a copy
listen.
of someone else.
Hey, what do you mean?
Logo, or they're
Don't
What do you
diss
mean?
the
What do you mean?
goat,
What do
okay?
you mean? What do you mean? That is
Don't diss Nar.
that is
Stop dissing.
SFC with a Pepe frog.
Exactly.
Nah.
You,
That's
you, you screenshot the New York logo and then put an S under it. Do not diss the
That's
goat, no.
crazy. You downloaded a picture of the San Francisco Sharks logo and put a frog on it. It's not that much of a
And then
difference.
SF
This
over
is
it?
the best logo in the entire league because it's Eon Diffin Kilo. I don't care. It's the best logo.
oh
I
no.
can't believe you're doing my goat Nar like this.
Look at this and tell
Sir.
me this isn't peak.
It's
The
pretty good.
Reinhardt 1v1 champion. Getting dipped by Eon, the GOAT.
Common.
Ass first. I don't care.
So
Strong.
Oh, what?
I think New York will up a spot.
No.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree. It'll just added an S to the already existing New York logo.
You sure?
I
Think it goes pretty
this
hard?
is the best.
Anyways, anything else?
Mm,
Wait, it was
Ratio?
named tier list.
Yeah, now we do
Okay.
names, so I'm gonna let's put them in this tier because I can't put them back.
I think they were already in order.
no.
No.
Mm.
I'm just gonna say it. Worst one. Name lost.
Yeah.
Copy name found.
Yeah.
All the others I
Mm.
like. There's more creativity. There's more than
Yeah.
just that. Now it gets a little tricky because honestly, I like all of these names.
What about Shanghai Shooters? Where would that go?
Below name lost. Just because
You're just wrong.
I'm spiting you. What we
Honestly,
thinking?
kind of want to put
Saying
name or
Operation
they
Dab 5.
Yeah.
Operation Dub's good though.
I
think
actually
it's
really
mid.
like it because the full name is Operation Delta Omega Beta, which stands for Dob. And that took
I
me a
saw
bit
its
to
date
get,
of birth.
but I think it's really cool, personally.
Operation date of birth, bro. That's bad. That's 5th place.
You are stupid. 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 Delta Omega Beta.
Date of birth.
Delta Omega Beta. You know what? Fuck you, David.
okay. Realistically, though, put them in 4th. Put them in 4th.
I like that. I like
Come
that.
on.
Then, by the way,
Or
Yeah.
5. They them 1. 1.
no.
Yes.
I think because of the lore, it's
Right.
at least top
Yeah. Minimum.
Right. Okay, well,
I don't know the
yeah,
lore,
nobody has a
however.
better name.
two. Basically, can we say this?
Can we say this?
Yeah.
Can we?
Basically, Eon got some warnings for saying a lot of things that you don't really want to say in a community of people.
Pull up the screenshot.
Come on, pull up the screenshot. Come on.
I don't
Wait,
come
want
on,
to.
come
For
on.
the sake of my stream, I'm not going to pull it up.
You'll be
but
fine.
just
Come on,
I'll
come
pull it
on.
up.
It
I haven't
involves
seen it.
multiple slurs.
No,
and
not no.
multiple
Pull up the
phrases
other screenshot.
involving ending somebody's life.
What?
Yeah.
That's pretty
Pull up
funny.
the other screenshot.
Let me see this. Let me see this.
Wait, does it? Do you mean this?
No. The why they them, by the way, is the name.
I don't have that.
Wait, why are there
No
two
way.
SFC discords?
Don't worry
Anyways,
about it.
basically, slurs happened.
Basically, Eon said some things. Blacksmith decided to misgender them and said only if they get mad at me for it, I'll use correct pronouns. So then
That's pretty
the
goofy.
entire
That's pretty fucked up.
team, Static decided to rebrand to they them, by the way, to give him a constant reminder of that, which is why
Ah.
I think they should be number one.
Yeah.
Sure.
And
SFC 5th.
Not
Not
two.
the
joking. Not
fuck
joking.
the San Francisco
I'm
Cock,
joking.
if it wasn't for the lore of they them, by the way, it'd be first. Just flat out, it's better.
Yeah, you want the name?
That could I do
Raiders
actually,
third.
but I don't want like the background behind the name. So we're good. We're good.
All right.
Raiders third. That is a genius wordplay. I
Bro,
love.
we are not 5th, bro.
Yeah, you're 5th. And now, if you
Oh,
were Rain,
nah.
if you was Atlanta Rain, it'd be 3. But
Dude. Okay, pretend we're Atlanta Rain. Come on.
okay, 3.
Fine.
Yeah, that's right.
If it's
That's
Atlanta Rain,
right.
but it's not.
Oh, jeez.
So I am
GG's.
hella biased for the Detroit thing because Michigan is me hometown.
Cringe. Let's change your hometown.
Can't have
No.
shit in Detroit.
Can't have shit in
I
Detroit.
know. That's why I moved.
Is this
No
everyone's
way.
final thoughts?
Final thoughts?
Ratio?
I don't
I'll be
fucking
right
know.
back.
Ratio? He'll be right back.
Yes, he will.
Wait, when's our game? Please tell me we have a game like this next week. Please tell me we have a game this next week. Please, I will do unholy
I'm
things.
back.
I just want a game. Shadow, when's our next game?
Probably Saturday.
Oh, let's go. Oh, thank God.
Wait, 3 to 6 weeks for Dick Ryder's Detroit name lost to play.
Yeah.
Mm. Is this perhaps end?
I
of,
believe it
The
is.
Bronx?
Yo, well, I'm gonna play Gang Beast, bro. So
Unless
like,
anybody has anything else to say.
No. I think we'll end it here.
All right.
Bye, everybody. Bonsoir.
Good episode,
We hope to see
everyone.
you tomorrow.
let's all cheer for
Tomorrow.
Dayton.
Hope you just not tomorrow. Next week.
Yeah.
My
next
bad.
week.
Yo, who's training next week?
Do you know?
Juno, the goat. All right.
Wait,
next
actually?
Yeah.